Are you someone who's interested in the Columbus area, but you don't necessarily want to deal with all the hustle and bustle of Columbus? This video and these top 5 small towns are for you. Hey, what's up everyone? Andy Howell here, local real estate agent right here in the Columbus market. Today's video, we are talking top 5 small towns within 45 minutes of Columbus. Before we get into the video though, if you're interested in learning more about Columbus, things like the top small towns, this channel is absolutely for you. Please reach down, hit that subscribe button. That lets us know we are on the right track. Better yet, my contact information is down below. Please reach out. I love hearing from you guys all the time and helping you find your perfect home and life here in the Columbus area. Columbus has been put on the map in the last couple years and is becoming an increasingly more popular destination for people across the country to relocate to. So much so that over the next 25 years, we can expect a population the size of the city of San Francisco, about 800,000 additional people to move into this area. That is going to bring a whole lot of exciting new development. It's not going to be for everybody though. And I always say that is certainly a good thing that we don't all like the same thing, because if we did, not only would everything be a whole lot more boring, it would be more expensive. So some people certainly aren't as excited about all this increasingly bustling area. And as a realtor here in Columbus, I can tell you what I am seeing right here on the ground. There are a lot of people moving here from all over the country. I'm helping you guys relocate here. But what I'm also seeing are people that are maybe in the Columbus area, have been in the Columbus area. They are starting to move out to some of the smaller towns that are still within striking distance of Columbus. Striking distance, again, I'm calling about 45 minutes. And by going to some of these small towns, you get, about 80%, give or take, of the benefits of living in near a large city. But you also get, a community, you get an area that's maybe lower in crime. You might have some better schools. So if you're somebody who's interested in, hey, where do I even start in looking at some of these small towns? I got you covered. Where we're standing today is Sunbury, Ohio. Sunbury is located along Highway 36, about 12 miles east of Delaware, about 30 miles north of Columbus City Center. This town was founded in 1816. Today is home to about 6,500 residents, but if you're coming off 71 and driving here, it really does feel like a bigger town than that, with all the shopping options, except when you get to this little downtown area. See, over the last 20 years or so, this has been an extremely rapidly growing area, and it was recently upgraded from a village to a city, and I really don't expect that this growth is going to slow down anytime soon. We are, as we stand right here, about 13 miles from the new Intel build site, and if you look around, if we went up in the air and looked around and looked to the north and to the east, there's just a whole bunch of farmland around. So there's plenty of area to build all those new houses that we very much need. I think Sunbury is going to continue to be a very popular destination. Sunbury is super convenient, I think, is one of the reasons people love it. We are only about 4 miles from 71, so that makes, if you're driving into Columbus to work, very convenient and easy for that commute. Sunbury also has relatively low property taxes. Here in Ohio, unfortunately, we are in the top 10 in the country as far as high property taxes. Sunbury does have relatively low property taxes. And they've also got this little kind of New England style town square with town hall right in the middle. Every Saturday, there's going to be a farmer's market here on the square, except of course for winter. If you can't get all your shopping done there, head on down to the Tangier outlets. There's all sorts of brand name stores. There's even the nation's first Harley-Davidson dealership, AD Farrell, right down there, so be sure to check that out. If shopping's not your thing, you just want to get out and enjoy nature, there are plenty of park options here. You've got the Hoover Reservoir that's easily accessed from here, in addition to Alum Creek Reservoir, where you can fish, you can play disc golf, you can swim, you can kayak, you can hike. There's about 3,000 feet of beaches there, so go take all that in. If you don't want to go out and get dirty, you want to go chase a white golf ball around, plenty of golf courses out here. There's the Royal American Links and also North Star Golf Club over there. So plenty of outdoor activities to do. If you do have school-age kids, you might be interested. Hey, what are the schools like? Here in the Big Walnut School District serves Sunbury, and just to the south of us, the town of Galena. Niche gives its rating as a B. Like most of these towns I'm going to mention today, there's just such a huge variety in the types of homes you're going to find in the prices. This town founded way back in 1816, so it's conceivable that you could find a home that was, is over 100 years old, but there's also a whole lot of new development. On average, here in Sunbury, a home is going to cost you, for 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, about $475,000 or about $200 per square foot. The second town on our list is Mount Vernon, Ohio. Mount Vernon's located about 40 minutes from downtown Columbus in Knox County along the Kokosing River. It is home to Johnny Appleseed and is only about 30 minutes from the new Intel build site. Mount Vernon has been around a long time. It was founded in 1806, and it was originally like a manufacturing, industrial, agricultural, educational town. Well, unfortunately, globalization and shipping all our manufacturing jobs to different countries really did affect Mount Vernon. Today, it's revitalizing, and it's still built on industry, agriculture, and education. There's one university in Mount Vernon Nazarene, and there's also Kenyon College in nearby Gambier. So here in downtown Mount Vernon, one of the things I love about this particular downtown is they got this like New England styled square. I was surprised how renovated everything was. I know this was made National Registration of Historic Places back in 2012, but I really am, being from a similar sized town myself, I really am surprised how well everything is taken care of, how nice it is. These old buildings, they're expensive to maintain, and it can be hard for owners to keep track of them. But just look behind me. This is the Woodward Opera House, oldest freestanding opera house in the United States. It looks awesome. And if you just look down the street, there's tons of, there's coffee shops, there's little salon type things. There's all sorts of boutiques and everything right here. You could sink your teeth into. I even think this is a place, you could come visit for the weekend. Really nice town, and the people are very friendly. I think I've had several people come up and, just, hey, what are you doing? What can we tell you about the town? So really nice. They also have a farmer's market right in the downtown area, so you can go check out the local wares and produce. As far as parks go, there are a lot of options once you get, kind of further out into the country out there. One of my favorite things to do in the Mount Vernon area is the Ohio Department of Natural Resources designated like these 14 water trails where there's only non-motorized boats are allowed. Well, my favorite one is the Kokosing River. So that goes from Mount Vernon about 30 miles to Coshocton. You're gonna see all sorts of wildlife and just not a lot of development. I can't recommend that enough. If boating is not your thing or paddling is not your thing, you can also go check out the Kokosing Gap Bike Trail. It's about 14 miles long. The Mohican State Park is really close, so you can go out there. There's like a 26-mile loop, and there's plenty of elevation. You can check out the rhododendrons, the hemlock. It's just beautiful. If you haven't been to Mohican State Park, definitely check that out. Schools in Mount Vernon receive a B- from Niche. So not bad, not the best on our list, not bad though. Home-wise, you are going to find a lot of value once you get kind of that far out away from Columbus. The average 3-bedroom, 2-bath home is only gonna run you about $250,000 or about $150 a square foot. So, compared to Sunbury, quite a bit cheaper. Next on our list is the city of Marysville. Marysville is located northwest of Columbus, about 35 miles along Highway 33, 35 minutes. And, I can remember growing up as a little kid and coming over through Dublin and seeing signs for Marysville. It was very much, a different town, separated from Columbus. Today, as Marysville grows south and Dublin, it kind of grows northwest. I think in the near future, certainly by 2050, they'll probably grow together. But about 27,000 people live in Marysville. It was founded back in 1816 and has just continued to grow ever since. I think, at least in my lifetime, a lot of the reason for that growth is about 40 years ago, Honda came and put a facility in there, a plant, and provided great jobs for a lot of people in the area. You also have the billion-dollar company Scott's Miracle-Gro right there. So plenty of jobs if you want to live and work in Marysville, but at the same time, if you want to live in Marysville and commute down to Columbus, it's a really easy shot right down 33 to get here. Like all these small towns on our list, Marysville is no exception. They have a great little historic uptown area with shops, boutique shops, you got restaurants, you got little breweries, bars. So a lot to check out there, and there's a lot to like. So here we are in uptown Marysville. One of the things I love most about these small towns are that they've got something tying them together. They've got like this downtown, this vibrant old historic downtown. It's not all just suburbs, like not all just new houses. Like a lot of these suburbs could be just developments everywhere. These little small towns have these downtowns, these vibrant downtowns with something going on. Hey, there's the original Scott's Lawn Care. That's now a $40 billion, it's not now a multi-billion-dollar business. But I think some of the cool things you have in here, you've got, breweries, Homestead Brewery right here. You've got restaurants, you've got coffee shops, you've got Witt's Frozen Custard, you've got sawmills, you've got grain elevators. There's just all sorts of different things, eclectic things, as this city grows into more of a, Columbus grows this way. So anyway, this is Marysville. Certainly a lot of pride in the community here. Very nice downtown, lots going on. Just check it out. If you're interested in parks in the area, Marysville has plenty. There's about 300 acres of parks available, including the Marysville Reservoir, where you can paddle, you can kayak, you can fish, you can just hike around. There's also just down the road towards Dublin, there's the Glacier Ridge Metro Park. I love it. They have a little obstacle course you can go through, and then plenty of hiking trails. And if that's not your thing, you can just go along the Ohio to Erie bike trail and just take in the scene. Look at the farms, look at the rolling hills. It really is beautiful, and it's worth checking out. Schools here are excellent. Niche gives the Marysville School District an A-, so that's really, really good for the area. So here in Marysville, the average 3-bedroom, 2-bath home is going to cost you about $375,000, or about $185 per square foot. Next on our list, we are going from Columbus 30 miles north to Delaware, Delaware County and Delaware the city. Founded back in 1808, Delaware is currently home to about 44,000 people. And I think if you ask most people, they would tell you that, they probably consider Delaware part of the Columbus metro area. However, it is very much its own city. It's also a college town, home to Ohio Wesleyan. It was the home and birthplace of our 19th president, Rutherford B. Hayes, and the birthplace of yours truly. Here in Delaware, there's great access to Columbus along 71. You can also get there riding 23 or High Street, but that is super congested. I would not recommend that. So Delaware is very family friendly. The crime rate is about 50% lower than the national average. And for as long as I can remember, it seems like Delaware's always been a wealthy place. And I was thinking about that while, coming up with this list, and why is that? When I think about all the development that happened up there, mainly homes, Delaware, these used to be farm fields, so farm fields are taxed way less. Well, when the farmers sold those, they turned them all into housing developments, and property taxes are way higher on homes than farmland. So Delaware's been able to, stack their coffers with tax funds, and I think that's been really good for them. They've been able to, strike a balance between and keep a balance between country and kind of more modern in a really good way, in my opinion. Like our other cities on the list, they also have a charming downtown. They've got some hills there, and every first Friday they do a community event. So you can go there and meet other members in the community. There are plenty of parks here you can take in as well. You've got access to Alum Creek Reservoir. If you're not familiar with the area, I keep bringing it up and you're like, Andy, these towns are so far away, but Alum Creek's really, really long. So you got Alum Creek Reservoir, you got Delaware State Park, where you can, again, hike, you can fish, you can paddle, you can swim. There's a lot to do, along with plenty of bike paths. There are plenty of options school-wise in Delaware County, and that all starts with the nation's fastest growing school district, Olentangy School District. It gets an A+ from Niche, so pretty much tops in the area. However, there's also the Delaware School District and the Buckeye Valley School District, both which receive a B from Niche, so not bad. Home-wise, again, wide variety, but a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house on average is going to run you about $400,000 or about $200 per square foot. Drum roll, please. Number 1 on my list, and what I would consider probably one of the top small towns, not just in, within striking distance of Columbus, but in all of Ohio, is Granville. Granville is about 30 to 35 minutes away from Columbus east. It's in Licking County, and it's almost like a picture book town. You've got this historic downtown with shops and these rolling hills, and it's a college town. Denison, one of the best top liberal arts schools in the country, is located right there. About 2,500 students attend there. The town is small though. I think only about 6,000 residents actually live in Granville, but it is well situated. It's only about 10 minutes from the new Intel build site, and it is extremely safe. If you have a family here, the crime rate is about 80% less than the national average. The schools here are excellent, consistently rated as the best in Licking County. Niche gives the Granville School District an A, and they are considered consistently in the tops in some of the best school districts in the state. Granville is always listed there. I got bad news though for you. If you want to live here though, you are going to pay for it. That average 3-bedroom, 2-bath home is going to cost you about $600,000 or $230 a square foot. So you are going to pay for it to live here. There aren't a lot of jobs necessarily in Granville, so if you are living here, chances are you're going to be either commuting down to Columbus to work or maybe over to Newark to work. Those are my top 5, y'all. Let me know which ones you missed that you think should be in the top 5. Again, 45 minutes within Columbus. And if you have any questions, if you want more information about any of these small towns, I love hearing from you guys. Reach out for me, drop a comment below, and see you next time.